Yo, what's up, gang? It's your boy King GK here at Newton Effects, and on this market insight video, we're gonna go over GBP, JPY, and US30, guys. So let me just jump straight into it right now. So what we can see here on GBP, JPY is on our weekly time frame. We can see that market structure did come all the way to the downside, guys. We can see it's most likely like head and shoulders. We can see this head and shoulders is forming. Price wasn't able to create a new low, so that gives us a good sign for bullish momentum, right? This is a good indication for us to look for bullish momentum. So if we scale down to our daily time frame on GBP JPY, so you guys can see that price did respect this weekly level of support multiple times in a row, right? So that is also a good indication for us that price will continue to the upside, and price will most likely will come and test this previous highs, as we guys can see. So if we draw a trend line on our daily time frame from this high to this low, as you guys can see right now, is that this trend line is about to become invalid, right? So if price respect and come to the downside again, then we can most likely see that as a retracement for GJ to continue on to the upside, because why, that is what we can see. We have a good confluence from our weekly time frame that price will most likely continue to the upside. And as we also can see is that price did respect our weekly level of support multiple times by now. So we can see we have rejections from this the standing trend line on our daily time frame. As you guys can see, we have a rejection from this. So if we scale into our 4-hour time frame, guys, so what we can see and how we can read it from now, so is that we can see that price was basically consolidating, right? Price did break out of this box region. We can see price did come for the retest and then continue on to the upside and create this new high. So market structure did break all of this previous highs and create a new high. This is what we can see here on GBP, JPY. So now we can see we have a psychological level here at 152 that price will most likely will come and test. So but what we can also expect is that we can see price was in this down momentum, right? We can remove this for now because it's not valid anymore. So what we can expect, what will price do right now? So as you guys will notice that in our previous discussion that we was talking about our weekly time frame, is that price will most likely come and break down and come to this region here and then continue to the upside. So what we can also see is that price is at this descending trend line, right? We can see price is this descending trend line, and if we scale into a smaller time frame to see it more clean for us, we will see that price is basically also creating this level of consolidation, right? We did create this new high, price come for retracement, create this high, and price starting to range, right? We can see, but now we have this high, we have this low. So if price decided to break down from this area, from this low to this area, we can expect price to still to continue to the upside. So if we run a Fibonacci from this low to this high, right, to this high, guys, to this high, we can see that price will most likely come into this golden zone region, and is also on a psychological area 150 to 150 zone. So if price decided to come to the downside and respect this area, we can expect price to continue to the upside. The next probability that we can look out for is that price can most likely break out of this high and come into this area. And what we can see is that we have this range, right? From this high to this high, we have like a 30 points range. This market, correct? We have like a 25-point range if price decided to break out of this previous high and come into this psychological area, guys. This is what we can see on GBP JPY. So please, guys, remember that what I was showing you guys is that if we can expect price to come to the downside, by then we're not bearish at all. we can most likely see if this descending trend line is respecting as a level of resistance. Price will most likely come to the downside and come into this region, and then we can run a Fibonacci from this low to this high, and that is when we go, then we will take long positions, because while we did have confluence, that price is basically moving to the upside now from our weekly time frame. We did create a weekly low. Now we most likely will create new highs on our weekly time frame. So this is on our 1 hour time frame, guys. So this is basically the probabilities that we can see for this upcoming week, guys. So please, guys, I hope you guys will back test this stuff and rewatch it again. So let's jump into this other pair. So on this pair is NAS 100, guys. So what we can also see is that price was in this box region, right? Price was most likely in this box region, guys. So let's just this, we can see price was in this box region, right? Forming a beautiful double bottom, right? Market structure break out of this box region, come for a retracement, and then continue to the upside. So let's scale out to our 4 hour time frame, just to give us more insight of what we can expect to happen, right? So what I can see right now, guys, is that price is basically creating new highs, right? We can see price did create this new low. So now we most likely will break out of this area and then continue to the upside, and will most likely come into this area, because right, that is also a psychological area that price will most likely will come and test. As you guys can see that we did create this high, create this low, and then if price break out of this region of 3,482.7, of that reason, we can most likely see that price will continue to the upside and break out of this previous highs as well. So this is the reason that we must most likely focus. So let's scale into our 1 hour time frame to give us more indication of what to expect. So what you guys can see is that we did create this level of support here on a 1 hour time frame. So I'm gonna mark my bodies on here, so you guys can see that we did create this high, price create this level of support, and then we can see rejection of this level. So let's scale into 50-minute time frame right now. So this is what we can see, that price is most likely about to squeeze, about to form a squeeze formation, guys, to break out of this level. Let's look on a 5 minute if you can see a squeeze formation. No, we don't see a squeeze formation yet. So this is basically the probability that I can see what will happen here on US30, guys. Price will most likely break out of this region and come and fill this range all the way up to this psychological area to the upside. This is what I can see with a range of 327 points to the upside. This is basically what I can see here on the market insight of what to expect on the next day, on this next week that is coming, guys. So this is basically my breakdowns in what you guys can expect, guys. And for those newbies who's looking for a broker that is reliable with low spreads and with raw spreads and don't have a lot of capital to start with, this is a broker that I recommend for all of the new traders who's starting out, guys. So as you guys can see, this they are XNES. They have raw spreads, they have professional accounts with raw spreads, then they have the standards account. As you guys can see, we have the standard cent account as well for all of the new traders starting in and who don't have a lot of capital to start with. You can start with less than $10, guys, with the standards accounts. The withdrawal is easy, the deposit is also easy, guys. It's only 4 steps to get started with this brokerage company. You understand? You open your account, you verify your details, you deposit your money, and you start trading right away. As you guys can see, this is a registered broker. We are registered at FSCA in South Africa, guys. So I highly recommend you guys start trading with, sign up with this broker, guys, because why, I can tell you my results from this broker, it is to the next level, guys. So this is what I have to tell you, guys. To support King GK here at Newton Effects. And don't forget, guys, the links is all in the description if you guys looking for that broker. If you guys want to sign up to my free Telegram group, please, guys, join it below. All of the links is in the description. Thanks, guys, and stay tuned.